Hey, it's Drybear. So today I want to talk about the pre-patch event for World of Warcraft. Dragonflight is almost on its way, so if you haven't already, you can make your evoker in-game. You can start messing around with it and playing with it. Super fun. But I want to talk about the pre-expansion gear. Every time we get a new expansion, there's usually in the weeks leading up to the expansion, we get an event that allows you to gear up your characters, usually has some unique drops of some kind. And allows you to even level, in some cases, alts up very easily. And this time we're getting the Primal Storms event. So let's quickly run through everything you need to know about this event, how to get the gear, some tips on how to do it quickly, and what to look out for. So the gear that you'll get from the event is eye level 252, and it's very easy to get. You can get a full set in maybe 2-3 hours at most, and most of that's just spent kind of mindlessly not trying. So you're going to be able to get this 252 gear. The main event is going to be these rifts all over the map. There are 4 locations for these. Tearsfall Glades, you're going to have one in Ongoro down here, and then one in Northern Barrens, and there's also one in the Badlands, though there might be an issue with the Tearsfall Glades one. This isn't spawning. But the synopsis of this is there are 4 elements that you can get. There's Ice, Storm, Fire, and Earth. And on rotation, these elementals will spawn. So you'll have these spawn at those locations, and you'll be able to kill them, and you'll get drops. In Horde, you'll be able to come to the Zeppelin Tower right outside of Orgrimmar and come to this vendor here, where you can spend these tokens here to get all 252 gear, including trinkets. There's also a pet, there is a toy, and there's a reagents bag. And you'll also be able to get a heirloom item, which you get for collecting each of the 4 elements. There's a rare drop on each of the 4 bosses that you'll be able to clear. This primeval earth, primeval fire, that kind of thing. Combine them together and you'll get an heirloom for your account. I believe it's an amulet that you'll be able to use. Once you finish the Abyssian quest line in Orgrimmar or Stormwind, you'll unlock a repeatable quest that gives you 30 primeval essence. What you'll want to do is get this every time you go out to kill one of the elemental lords on the map. So just do it. You'll have to kill the basic minions that are there. You'll kill 10 of them, collect the motes, you come back, you turn it in, you get 30 primeval essence, which as you can see by the price is almost, I mean, in some cases is a full item, right? One-handed weapons are 25. So just doing this quest once will get you most of a single piece, which is very useful. You'll get 20 to 50 from killing the mobs around the area in these events here, as well as killing the boss. So you'll get a whole bunch of that stuff, and then you just come back and you can fill all of these out. When you come to the events, you'll see this here. So there's 2 different types. There's these minor storms, which aren't really worth going to. Then there's the primal storms in the middle that will show up with a skull icon like this when the boss has spawned. The boss spawns every 30 minutes. So when it spawns, you'll have a timer on this as well. I believe it's at exactly the 30-minute mark. So these are 3-hour timers, so 3 hours, 2.5, 2 hours, 1.5, that sort of thing. The boss will spawn, and all of these mobs have a chance of giving you the primeval essence, this thing here that you need to buy the gear. The best ones to do are these elite mobs, these elementals. Clear these out. You can just tag them. You can get into a group if you want, but it's retail, so you'll be able to just tag them and hit them. I recommend turning sound off and turning effects down, as these are world events. They can get very laggy. So it depends on your machine, but even then it's probably gonna hit you pretty hard. So farm these up, get the loot, get the essences, and then every 30 minutes a elemental boss will spawn. You'll have to kill off these major elementals, these major elites that spawn, and you'll be able to fill this bar with bar 0. Then the boss will be targetable and they die fast. So kill the boss really quick, grab the loot, and then you have a chance. You'll get probably like 20 to 25 of these essences, and you have a chance of getting one of these dimmed elemental items. Again, when you get 4 of these for fire, earth, water, and storm, combine them together, you can get an heirloom, but they are great to do just because you'll be getting the big chunk of essences. So my recommendation is just to pick up this, the quest that you have, the repeatable quest that you get that requires you to kill those mobs, and then just finish those up, come get the 10, farm until the major elemental spawns, get your essences, get a chance at the elemental item here, and then fly back, turn it in, spend whatever points you can, and after maybe 3 to 5 boss runs, you should have enough to get basically a full set. Keep in mind that the mobs here can also drop the gear. Even just doing this for like 2 hours, I had the boots drop and the chest drop from just the general mobs around here. So it's very easy to fill these up. It's very easy to, finish this off and get this done. Now, the next thing to know about this is that these 3-hour timers here on all 4 of the spawns are when the element changes. You can actually get, you can stay on one continent. You don't have to go. It's not like this is always fire and this is always ice. These will change every 3 hours. So every 3 hours, it'll change elements, the spot, and then every 30 minutes, a new boss will spawn that can be killable for a big chunk of value. So you can just stay on Kalimdor, or you can stay on Eastern Kingdoms and just kind of hang out or AFK, come out when the boss is there and kill it, which a lot of people do that. Farm it, go back, turn the quest in, and be done with it. But you get a big chunk from it. There you go. The bracers just dropped. You got bracers and a whole bunch of these essences, but very easy to do, very quick. You can get a lot of gear very quickly with this. The next thing I'll recommend is getting the Uldaman quest. This should pop up when you have unlocked the parts done for Dragonflight, like pre-Dragonflight in your main city. And this just has you do the new Uldaman dungeon in Badlands, and it gives you a 278 weapon. So honestly, you can get a full set of 252 very quickly with this event, and then you get a 278 weapon, and that's more than enough for the start of the expansion. So if you're looking to get gear for your characters or prep for Dragonflight, this is the easiest way to do it. So if you have any other questions, let me know. Catch me live on stream. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed yourself today, leave a like down below. You can support me and my work on Patreon and view Patreon exclusive content, link in the description. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.